Good morning. I come to you on possibly the coldest day I ever remember. -6 degrees. It's cold. Yeah. I woke up this morning. I woke up a few times. Thankfully, when I woke up, I was warm. You know what I mean? I didn't wake up like, I'm freezing. I'm gonna die. So I woke up warm. Uh, not having both of my sleeping bags, having both of my sleeping bags having opposite, zippers, so they're not both on the left, one's on the left, one's on the right, is a serious issue and sucks. And well, I mean, next year it's not gonna really matter because I'll just buy myself whatever I need. Like I might buy myself like a $500 Auntie May sleeping bag or whatever, you know, whatever things that I couldn't afford this year because I was poor. I might just do that. Oh, sorry. I put this up here and it's nothing but like a pain in my butt. It's always just been a pain in my butt, but I left it there because I don't know. I guess I like pains in my butt. I'm here, so yeah. I took my bags off this morning. I kind of like slinked out of them. I threw some shoes on, made sure my door handle wasn't gonna break and it would open. Made sure my key would go in the car. Do all the things, and work. And I ran inside to use the bathroom. I stayed in there for like 30 minutes walking around because I was hoping I could get some heat in my hands. It just wasn't really happening. I was just cold. I came outside. Um, Again, both the bags are, they zip different ways, so it's pretty hard to get them on easily. So I just kind of moved them over to the side. I went to start my car. My car is a champ, dude. An absolute champ, okay? It was so unhappy when it started. I mean, it sounded like a diesel. It was like, like it was so slow to start. The battery light stayed on for about 10 to 15 seconds after it started. Like, it was pissed. It was not happy. But, the Toyota family sedan started. So, that's good. I ran the car for about 45 minutes. It never even got, like, hot or up to temp. It's like a bar. It was a bar or so below. I already turned it off. It was viciously cold when I got up this morning and I took the bag off. I mean, you could see every breath that you took. It was bad. Yeah, I don't know. I just talk to myself out loud. I was like, you used to live on the beach. You could be homeless on the beach. True. Sad, but true. Yeah. uh, I ate kind of like a small breakfast because I might just begin sleeping and staying asleep until for a few days. I might just start power sleeping. Wake up, smoke, 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 until I feel like I'm gonna get seasickness, and then try and pass back out. Yeah. I don't know. It sucks. I hate it. It's just so cold. Uh, I'm thankful for what I have. You know what I mean? Like, it's it's hard, man. Like, I got so I I don't know. Either I had a moment of clarity or I was just really ripped that day. But I started thinking about reaching out to my cousins again and just being like, hey, and just kind of telling them, man, like, like it's mental illness. Like it wasn't, you know what I mean? Like I was staying at their house and I couldn't find a job because I have no confidence in myself and I just kind of, I don't know. It's not good, you know what I mean? I don't see any worth there. It's like, I forget who it was, but it's someone who's on Joe Rogan. He's talking about how like well, if someone doesn't feel that they have any self-worth, like homeless people, right? He's like, well, if they don't feel like they have any self-worth, then they don't want a better life. They don't want better. They want, this is what they deserve. This is what they think they deserve. So they give this to themselves. Again, it's sad but true. Um, I don't know. Part of me thinks I deserve this, right? Part of me thinks I deserve to be risking freezing to death and, you know, at death's door at any time. I'm too stubborn to die. That's another thing too. Like, you ever see somebody and it's like, well, they're 89 and they've been smoking a pack of cigarettes a day for 59 years or something. You know what I mean? And they've been married 7 times, and it's just like, Bill won't die. Like, Bill cannot. Bill won't die. Bill got hit by a truck last week. He won't die. Like, some people are just too stubborn to die, man. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna go, but kicking and screaming, man. Kicking and screaming. You know what I mean? I always like, you know, I don't know. Yeah. I want to live. I want to make things better, man. Part of me thinks I deserve this, but the other part of me is like, dude, you don't deserve this. You deserve like a nice, like, you know, Toyota 4Runner and a nice little house and like you know, a dog or a couple dogs, and you deserve to get put all your collection stuff on display. Like, you know, took care of your grandfather, your father, essentially until he passed away. You did the best you could. You know, severely mentally ill man doing his best. You know. I've just had so many bad things happen, you know. I told Jim at work that I have like PTSD nightmares, and he couldn't believe it. He's like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, dude. Every night, like when I go to sleep, like I have really horrible nightmares, and without the, you know, without my med, I'd remember them. You know what I mean? Sometimes I briefly remember them when I wake up, but you know, I'm pretty sure I just block them out. Like I forget when it was. When I was like 6 or so, I started having like nightmares. Like I don't know, I started having like nightmares as a kid, and I can't remember what it was. I think I like prayed I'd stop having nightmares or something really stupid, and then eventually I just stopped having them because I think I started blocking them out so hard. And then at a certain point, they evolved into just reliving failures and you know, new failures you've never seen. Like yeah, just horrible things, reliving your worst moments and creating new worst moments. You know what I mean? That's kind of what sleep is for me. So that sucks. He's surprised. I don't know. I gave him a Christmas gift. You know what I mean? Because I'm off work for so long. I'm gonna be running around doing all types of things. I just gave him a Christmas gift. I was like, "Merry Christmas, my brother." You know. And then he said some kind of like bigotry type things that I was like, "Oh, don't make me regret it, okay? Don't make me regret it, okay? Merry Christmas." That's how I felt about it. I don't know. And then like there's definitely some like harassment thing, like some, you know what I mean, like some harassment type statements that you wouldn't say to someone like out on the street, not in 2022 obviously, because you know climate's different. But yeah, like there's some things that like some of these dudes say to some of these Hispanic girls. I'm like, that's a little, you know, I don't know, it just makes it a little weird for me. I think it's a little weird. I don't know. I'm just like, ooh, that's pretty cringy. People say some just weird stuff. Yeah. It's cold. It sucks. Everything, you know, everything is what everything is. It's viciously cold. Currently not freezing to death. May freeze to death. Don't intend to freeze to death. You know, if death comes. If death comes, you know, what do we tell him? Not today. Not today. Okay. Like, find no weakness here. It's -6 degrees. I'm in my car in 2 sleeping bags. I work 5 days a week in a factory where I could lose my life every single day. Like, there's no weakness here, man. It's nothing but you know, depression built you know, 1930s mindset of I don't care. Like, I'm gonna have what I want as long as I don't say quit. I'm gonna have what I want. I'm gonna have that house. I'm gonna have, you know, I'm gonna have everything I want. I don't know how I'm gonna get it. I don't know how long it's gonna take. I don't know how long I'm gonna be on this road, but I have to. I have to get it. You know what I mean? I just don't care anymore. It's gonna happen. It's not a if. It's a when. You know, I'll start trying to build my credit up a little bit. I'm gonna spend probably like $1,000 in this 2 weeks. And no one's like a super fan of that. And you're probably like, how are you gonna spend $1,000? You live in your car in 2 weeks. Well, like 350 of it's gonna go to something, for a few months. Probably 100 of it'll just be loaded into gas. I don't know. I haven't really put a number on how much it'll be at thrift stores. Food will probably be like $5 a day at least. I eat a little bit more when I'm not at work because I have nothing to do. Maybe not right now because I don't really want to get out of these sleeping bags again because that was so miserable to go in there to go pee earlier that I probably won't really drink anything. But I got water, I got lemonade, I got juice and everything. I got all the things I need. I think I can give a little bit of a breakdown of how I'll spend $1,000, but in my head, I'm probably already foreseeably spent the $1,000. About 100 of it will be on vape stuff, which I don't know exactly when I'll buy. But I want a new single coil RDA, and I'll get some wires from them, some more cotton bacon, another set of 2170 batteries just in case, so it's more convenient. Not more convenient, just as an emergency thing. I don't know. That's for like $100 so that'll go. I don't I intend to get the Predator bag if whoever posted it, if they're able to bring it to Wadsworth or whatever for me. I intend to get the bag for $40. I'll just, $40 on a backpack, but I also have, a $500 computer sitting on the floorboard of my car essentially, so yeah. So I'll probably get another bag. You can always use nice bags, nice backpacks and stuff. Something to keep your stuff safe and organized. So you can always use them. I hate to pay a bunch of money for something, but at the same time, it's like, kind of want to keep the Steam Deck, safe-ish. Hopefully, I can get myself out of the depressed mindset and I can want to play it a little bit more. It's kind of sad because I had the Switch and the 3DS and the 2DS XL and I had tons of stuff. I have tons of other video games you'd have to hook up to TVs and stuff, but I had tons of handheld games. I spent like a week before I went homeless. This is stupid, but I spent like a week before I went homeless setting up emulators, downloading game emulators and stuff on the Razer phone just to so I had stuff to play. You know what I mean? And before I had the job, I was kind of playing and messing around a little bit, but it kind of got to the point where it's like, I don't feel like I can play games anymore. I can watch YouTube, which sounds dumb, but I just don't feel as much like I could play games. I don't know. I don't feel like, because when I'm watching YouTube, I'm here, I'm tuned in. I'm not somewhere else. But sometimes you play games, you're kind of somewhere else in your own space. It's like I say, it's bad because I spent like $500 on something that I'm not even using. I don't know why I don't feel like I deserve to do certain things. I don't know why I treat myself the way that I treat myself or why I put up with things that I put up with, but I do because I don't know. But hopefully things are gonna get better and are going to get better. I'm not gonna say hopefully. Things will improve. As long as I keep the job, things will improve. No question about it. I will make more money. My options will grow. I continue to see houses for 10 G's. No, they're not super nice. Some of them say they need full rehab and don't even have pictures. I don't know if I believe that, man. I I think some people might look at something and just be like, "Oh God, it needs torn down," and maybe it doesn't. You know what I mean? I don't know, but if I had the $10,000 in cash, I'd start looking. You know what I mean? I'd start eyeing stuff up a little bit. But realistically, I know I have an idea of what the economy is going to do in the next year, and it's just gonna go down. It's gonna be rough for the next year to 18 months or something. It'll probably be kind of rough, and that's kind of the ideal time to buy a house. If I stack money for the next, I don't know, almost year, and then coming out of next winter, I start looking around, man. And I either buy a house or hopefully my credit's good enough that I can just buy, like a $40,000-$50,000 1 to 2 bedroom with a finish, with or without a basement type thing. just somewhere I can live, man. Somewhere I can live and I can start my life, because my life has been on hold for so long. Like I put myself on hold for so long because I don't know. I don't know. Mental illness sucks, man. Like it's I look super normal and everything. There's something else Bubbles or Jim said. Like he said when he looked at me, he's like, I told him a few like messed up things, and he's like, well, you look completely normal, and I do. I look totally normal, and part of it's like my upbringing, my grandpa bringing me up and everything, and you know, I don't know. It's my role models, I guess, kind of made me more who I am. I don't know. Like I've seen some of the worst things that a person can see, but you can't always see that because I guess because of the fake face, man. Nobody cares. Nobody wants to see it. You know what I mean? You could be. I mean, yeah. You could literally be in, you know, what is it, like government housing, and then a block or 2 blocks away, someone's in a $250,000, $500,000, like, house or something. Like, what was the difference there? Like, was it, you know, upbringing? I mean, it was upbringing. There's a lot of things that play a role in it, but it's just, it sucks, man. It sucks that we have that level of a dynamic in this country where you can just, you can have nothing, or you can have, pretty much everything you want. And, most people live in that in between space. I don't know how a lot of people do it, man. There's a lot of jobs where it's like, I have a pretty good idea what people make, and it's like 12 and 13, and it's just like, I don't know how people survive, man. It's hard. Like, it's hard. Yeah. But, I think we'll call it there. I'm going to attempt not to freeze to death. Tomorrow it will be, well, there won't be a negative in the temperature gauge, so that'll be cool. Come back with another one tomorrow. And it's weird, man. It's this viciously cold day, like an insanely cold day. Like people legitimately will freeze to death. If someone didn't have sleeping bags on, they'd freeze to death. I don't know if someone looked in my window. Like there's a small gap in the windshield where you can see in. But for the most part, that's the only place you can even see in. I don't even know if anyone like did like a check to see if I was alive. Which usually I'm like, I'm not super worried about it. But again, this is like the coldest day of the year. Like, you think, I don't know. Nobody woke me up. Nobody bothered me. But yeah. I hope everyone's warm. I hope everyone's safe. You know what I mean? If you can stay inside, stay inside. Like I say, as soon as we get this house, we're indoor boys. The only time you will ever see the outside of anything other than a room, will be when you go to the thrift store. That'll be it. You ain't gonna see nothing else. There ain't nothing else for you to see. I don't like it outside. I don't care about the outside. It's pretty. That's it. I don't know. Just don't care. Outside sucks. But, yeah. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. If you watch this long, or if you've been watching at all, like, I appreciate you. I hope you're having a good time. I hope it's somewhat entertaining occasionally to watch the ravings of a madman. It's December 23rd, Friday at 2022. About to hit 2023. Yeah. And hopefully this is the last year of homelessness. And I never, ever have to say that I am homeless or tell any stupid thing or cringy thing to anyone ever again. I am so over saying it. I want to be a homeowner, man. I want to own something. I want to be proud of myself. I want to be more proud of myself than I am now. You know what I mean? And I want to do it for myself, because there's nobody left. There's nobody around to prove anything to. Just myself. So, hope everyone has a good day. Merry Christmas, guys. Have a good one.